welcome to Monday Mania, where we discuss everything that has happened in the world of triple threat promotions. I am your host, Cassie Willow. With me this week is Reno Phillips. We're discussing events between the 8th of November and the 15th of November this week. Firstly, triple threat promotions news. Dungeon of Destiny will be the next cross-promotion event and will take place in December, hosted by World Championship CAWs. Mai Nagano will be defending her Triple Threat Promotions Women's World Championship against 5 other women, one of which being Alice Young, after beating Nagano on NEW's Tour of the Territories episode last week. We're still awaiting confirmation on Nella's spot based on her promo on PW, as well as an official date of the event from World Championship CAWs. There is also under a month left before the deadline for entry for the Triple Threat Promotions Invitational Cup. On to Colour TV news. We had Colour TV Frontline. On Colour TV episode 78, Is It Everything? Double Dragons would face Shoreditch Vampires. Shoreditch Vampires haven't been seen since their time in WCC. It's good to see them finding a new home on Frontline. The match ended in a double count out. Amy Woods, Frontline GM, would come out announcing both teams would be in the tag team title match at Everything or Nothing. Casey Knight would face Piper Hacksaw. Hacksaw is currently the NEW Women's Junior Champion. Piper Hacksaw picking up the win. Keith Anderson would face Andre Isaiah. Andre Isaiah picking up a big win. On to Ronin Pro news. We had Ronin Pro Season 6, Episode 20. Nick Lincoln was set to face Airwolf, but Jamari Mito would attack Airwolf before the match, causing it to be called off. Mark Austin would face Thorn. Thorn picking up the win. Sidesipe would face Local Talent. Sidesipe picking up the win. Sal Raparaz would face Mason Frost. Sal Raparaz picking up the win. Fire No One would face Rage in Violence. Rage in Violence picking up the win. Thunder would face Jamari Mito. Jamari Mito picking up the win. We had Ronin Pro, Fight Club, Season 6, Episode 20. Quinn Caldwell would face Diego Sanchez. Diego Sanchez picking up a surprising win. Disco Beats would face War. I'm sticking with my opinion that the fans are coming around to Disco Beats. Disco Beats picking up the win. Caveman Ugg would face Monster Shaw. Caveman Ugg picking up the win. Diesel Malone would face Nathan Landon. Diesel Malone picking up the win. Yuri would face Nikita Bolek. Yuri picking up the win. Pat Rex would face Auric Acid. Auric Acid picking up the win. On to World Championship CAWs news. We had World Championship CAWs. Blockbuster 17. Marina de Winter would face Brienne of Mars. Brienne of Mars picking up the win. Brittany Beth and Jessica Saint would be seen brawling backstage. Nigel Renard would make his way to the ring, explaining his intentions at King of the Ring. We would later see Renard backstage, seemingly still searching for a partner. Damon Glover, Rex Bundy, William Chase, Genghis Khan, Minos, and Freddie Armani, all with appropriate Halloween themes faced off in a 6-man Pick Your Poison Battle Royal. Freddie Armani picking up the win. We then heard from Jack Ketch. Gaucho Misterioso and the Mariachi would face Lucha Fiesta Tag Team Champions Starbuck and Power, titles on the line in a trick or street fight. Starbuck and Power picking up the win and retaining the championships. On to New Extremes Wrestling news. John Youngblood has his contract extended another year. We had New Extremes Wrestling, Tour of the Territories, Ronin Pro. We heard from Cowboy Roy. Hunter James would face Diamond Ali. This match, surprisingly, started with a lack of WVGU at ringside and a handshake from Hunter James. Diamond Ali picking up the win. We heard from the Lion Pit. We heard from Brad Morse. He called out Bruce Brown to try and reunify Magnum Opus, however he got a spine buster from Bruce Brown. We then heard from the UWO. Mother's Children would face the Wolf's Den. Mother's children picking up the win. John and Simon Youngblood of the Lion Pit would attack Mother's children after the match. We then heard from Chris Jones. We then heard from Casey Judge, who was interrupted by Joe Freeman, who attacked the commissioner. Rico Carver faced NEW United Kingdom champion Adam Irvin in their 6th match in a best-of-7 for the title. Rico Carver picking up the win, leaving the 7th match to be the decider. We then possibly had the strangest match in 3TP history as Razor Parsons faced Razor Parsons. Over to Reno for his ratings.
Color TV. Frontline on Color TV. Episode 78, Is It Everything? Double Dragons versus Shoreditch Vampires. 3 stars. Casey Knight versus Piper Hacksaw. 3 stars. Keith Anderson versus Andre Isaiah. 3 stars. Ronin Pro. Season 6. Episode 20. Mark Austin versus Thorne. 3 stars. Sidesipe versus Local Talent. 2 stars. Sal Raparaz versus Mason Frost. 2 stars. Fear No One versus Rage and Violence. 3 stars. Thunder versus Jamari Mito. 3 stars. Ronin Pro. Fight Club. Season 6, Episode 20. Quinn Caldwell versus Diego Sanchez. 3 stars. Disco Beats versus War. 3 stars. Caveman Ugg versus Monster Shaw. 3 stars. Diesel Malone versus Nathan Landon. 2 stars. Yuri versus Nikita Bolek. 3 stars. Pat Rex versus Auric Acid. 3 stars. World Championship CAWs, Blockbuster 17, Marina de Winter versus Brienne of Mars. 3 stars. Damon Glover versus Rex Bundy versus William Chase versus Genghis Khan versus Minos versus Freddie Armani. 3 stars. Lucha Fiesta Tag Team Championships, Gaucho Misterioso and the Mariachi versus Starbuck and Power. 4 stars. New Extremes Wrestling, Tour of the Territories, Ronin Pro, Hunter James versus Diamond Ali. 3 stars. Mother's Children versus The Wolf's Den. 4 stars. New United Kingdom Championship, Best of 7 Match 6, Rico Carver versus Adam Irvin. 4 stars. Razor Parsons versus Razor Parsons. 4 stars. This brings our weekly averages to Triple Threat Promotions, 4.1 stars. New Extremes Wrestling, 3.5 stars. Ronin Pro, 3.2 stars. Zero Channel, 2.9 stars. Color TV, 3.6 stars. World Championship CAWs, 3.5 stars. Sidebar, 2.8 stars.
Well, that's all from us for this week's show. Links to all the Triple Threat promotion shows we've covered can be found in the description of this video or on 3tp.page. We'll be back next week for another Monday Mania, next Monday at noon UK time. We'll see you then.